Hi there. Well, it's almost Christmas and it's the most wonderful time of the year, right? I know for some it is, and for others it really isn't because it can be stressful, right? It can be so full of shopping and wrapping and holiday parties that it does get overwhelming. But one thing that doesn't have to be stressful is Christmas decorating. Most of you, I'm sure, have done it all already by this time, but I thought I'd talk today about some tips and tricks I've learned over my years of being in real estate and seeing tons of houses, showing tons of houses, and finding out what really works best with folks from a home decor decorating standpoint during this time of year. So stay tuned. I've got some tips and tricks for you, and here it goes.
All things real estate and all things real estate.
Okay, first tip. If you have small kids or pets that mess with the Christmas tree, have one tree that's placed kind of out of the way. Maybe it's elevated or in a room that you don't use much, or it's in a place that you can block off easily from those kids and pets. That tree, decorate it perfectly and have your special ornaments on it that you'd cry over if they broke. And then have a second tree. You let the kids decorate that one. That has all the ornaments. It has all the ornaments on the bottom, because that's as far as kids can reach, right? That has those ornaments on the bottom that your pets can knock off when they're being naughty, and they will get on Santa's naughty list, no worries. But that way, with two trees, you kind of have one for the adult perfectionist in you, and you have another for the kids and pets that you don't have to stress about. Okay, second tip, keep it simple. I'll tell you about my personal experience with this. It was a couple years ago, and I hired my friend, Kate Kobusin, who's a professional organizer extraordinaire. She came and helped me put away my Christmas stuff after Christmas, and we threw away like half of my Christmas decor. It was such a blessing because I ended up storing half the stuff I really usually had, and I just kept the stuff that I loved. So my advice is just put out the stuff you love. If it brings you joy, as Marie Kondo would say, put it out. If it doesn't, toss it or put it away till next year, and you can decide if you really want to keep it. Tip number 3, create ambience with similar colors and metals. Just like home decor in general, if there's a disconnect between many different colors fighting for attention in one room, you don't want to make that mistake in a room in general or with Christmas decorating either. The best thing is to be consistent in one room with color or in sort of one angle of the room. For example, I have a dining room and in one spot it has like pinks and golds, and then in a corner, opposite corner, it has some really colorful stuff, but those aren't in the same line of sight, if that makes sense. Tip number 4, soften things up with linens and pillows. One of my favorite things to unpack out of my Christmas storage boxes each year are the pillows and special throw blankets that only come out during this time of year. It cozies up the place and it just makes you want to curl up in front of the fire, even if it's 70 degrees like it is in Texas. If you're feeling a little extra, you could even have special Christmas sheets and comforters for your bed. I personally don't take things that far, but I definitely have friends that do. And okay, my final tip, and this is a big one, I think. It's actually so good that I'm going to call it a Christmas bonus. Wrap your presents in simple brown packaging and then embellish them. I've been using simple brown paper wrapping for several years now, and I love the way it looks, and it just takes the decision making out of wrapping. If you don't want to wrap and you just want to use some bags, you can even just get simple brown bags. Then what you do to embellish them, there's 2 ways I've done this in the past. One is with picture tags. That is, you print out a picture of the person the gift is for, and that's your label, which people actually love because they love to see pictures of themselves on packages. And then 2, you could do fancy writing like calligraphy, and you can write the person's name on them. And I promise you, under the tree, it all just looks so good because it's brown paper packaging with the same kind of embellishments, and it just looks perfect and pretty. And that's it. Those are my 5. That's a wrap. You see what I did there? That's a wrap. Get it? Thank you for tuning in to this week's video of All Things Real Estate Christmas edition. And I would love to hear about any holiday decorating ideas that you guys have. Put them in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Post a picture if you have one. That'd be even better. And if you haven't already subscribed, please do, because that would be very nice and it would not be naughty at all. And I'm sure Santa and I would appreciate it. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year too if I don't see you. And I hope to see you on another edition of All Things Real Estate next week. Bye.